Hi, my name is Jennifer DeWinne, and I am a health system specialist with the VA in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I do a lot of things. That's a big, broad title. Um, what I was hired to do is work with our joint venture program, which is the Kirtland Air Force Base has a medical treatment facility on our campus. We have a 100-acre campus. They have a land permit for 11 acres. And Congress decided this in 1986. And I work with that. We sell them services. We sell them like specialty care, like surgical specialties when we have capacity. Lab imaging is a big deal. I'm also the facility planner, which is my main title. And in general, that means I help them with their capital assets. So I look at program demand, projections, forecasting, declines and increases, determine whether we're going to, buy the care in the community, which we're moving to do that with the Choice Act, and then if we need to build something. And I've been really successful at getting the business cases and the projects approved. So successful that a couple of years ago they said I'm not allowed to do that anymore because we have too many projects. So then I also work with public-private partnerships and Indian Health Service, tribal health programs, any kind of. I also have cell phone towers on the roof. I also helped implement the kiosk point of service project. So I kind of get miscellaneous things. And that's the fun part about my job, because when people really don't know where they're going to put something, I get a lot of collateral duties, and I know how to do it. And I also am a facilitator. I'm a certified mediator, and they say I'm one of the better ones, and so I get the hard mediations, which to me aren't that hard, but I actually really like that. That's kind of fun. And I'm also a facilitator for civility, respect, and engagement in the workplace, which I work with work units, help them to have a better working team. And that's interesting in and of itself. And let's see, I'm in my early 40s. I've been doing healthcare for about 9 years. Before that, I was a teacher, did that for over a decade, and I did bilingual education. San Antonio, Texas is where I'm from. I learned Spanish as an adult, so I did that. I'm all level certified still, because I went back this year and renewed it just for the heck of it. Maybe I need that. I don't you never know. And the learning objective that I'm super interested in and is very applicable to a transition that I have to make a plan for. It was dictated from on high with our joint venture program. We're changing the way we do things, and it's very different from how we do it now. So it's the synthesized stages of organizational transition into a plan for organizational change. And this is going to be huge. I just found out last week that this is coming, and originally they weren't going to include our facility, and because we're so unique, but then they decided they are. And the interesting thing is the people that make these decisions really don't know how we operate. So have to get all the information, create a staffing model based on workload. So I have to know how much time it takes to process a referral. How much time does it take to then enroll that patient in our system from the TRICARE contract? And how much time it takes to bill, because we bill by patient encounter, where normally we've been billing by service monthly and not by individual patient encounter. So we're going to need more staff. And we're not going to get any higher reimbursement. So it's actually going to cut into our operating budget. And I don't know if they're going to help us pay for this. It seems unlikely. So I have to figure this out, and it's huge. I need to do a risk matrix. I need to identify the patient safety risk, because we receive referrals by a fax, and VA is totally electronic. Paper is a risk in and of itself because it comes on the fax machine. Anyways, that's all in the weeds. So I'm going to use this assignment to create this plan. and then I need to implement it to move forward. And what I really loved about this program, um, this whole doctorate program for me, is the organizational leadership. Um, is because it's very applicable to my job. So historically, I have been able to do and align all the assignments with my real job. And that's awesome because it's sort of like a little mini laboratory, or actually, it's not mini, we're huge. We have the whole state of New Mexico basically, and some counties in Colorado. And we have about 3,000 employees. And uh, so I knew signing up for this that I have all these opportunities to apply what I learn, and it's based on research, and I get to measure it, and I get to grow. Um, and then I'm also a single mom, and my mom lives with me, and I just bought a house, and I have puppies, so we're training them. So I have a pretty full life, and what I do is I like to go to the gym. Kind of been slacking on that with this house process, and we have four-wheelers, and out in New Mexico, like 70% of the roads are dirt, so we can ride them basically everywhere. Not on the paved roads, really. They frown upon that, and not on really trafficked dirt roads. But so that's just me.